What was it like as a learning experience for you to be in the ring with guys like that at this phase of your career, the start?
So they were he had been in the business longer than I have for sure, but they were still finding their way too. Some of them, some of them I got to work with that were seasoned veterans, and I learned a ton from just watching and listening. But I also wanted to tell a Harlem Heat story because those guys, I worked with those guys so many times. Me and Brad, a lot of dark matches for opening televisions or pay-per-views, and a lot of times we worked together. Me and Booker T one time worked in. Brad's blood pressure was too high to wrestle in St. Louis. And I don't know how mine wasn't because I was on a lot more stuff than he was. But I got cleared to wrestle. We were the opening match. It was me versus Booker T, and Muhammad Ali was sitting ringside in St. Louis. Like that was just a really cool. Like everything about that's really cool. And so I'll never forget that. But we really. Worked a ton with Harlem Heat, man, and I got a ton of respect for those guys. They always treated me really good, and we always got along. So, yeah, all those names you listed, I kind of had some stories for.
Aside from the cool factor of having a Muhammad Ali in the crowd, does it add more pressure that you're trying to impress more so than a regular audience, that you want him to like you want to stand out, you want him to be the one that he goes home and talks about?
Yeah, for sure. Like, look, you want to stand out, but it's also the opening match of a pay-per-view that's not even on the pay-per-view. You know what I mean? So you don't go out there and do backflips off the top ropes because that's just...
Well, you do nowadays, Dogg.
Yeah, well, that just because you can don't mean you should. Just because you can do it don't mean it's right or smart. But you got to leave something for everybody else. And this is literally not even on the show. So but I did learn a lot about wrestling with Booker T and timing and spots, and you know what I mean. Like it just literally that's where I learned to kind of wrestle, and that's saying something because I got to the WWE 7-8 months after this, and I had no idea what I was doing. We'll get to that in a moment.